This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey, cat lovers. Welcome to 9 Lives with Dr. Cat. I'm your host, Dr. Catherine Krim, and as you know, I am a small animal veterinarian and cat lover. Today, I'm very excited to have an interesting guest with me whose name is Mikkel Becker. And Mikkel is our lead trainer at fearfreepets.com. So she and I share a passion to make lives better for pets and decrease fear, anxiety, and stress in our pets. And I invited her to join me today because she, through her job, gets exposed to all the new products and interesting and cool innovations for cats. And she agreed to talk with us today about some of the things that she saw and learned about and wants to share with us. So we'll be right back with Mikkel after a quick message from our sponsors.
Hi friends, this is Dr. Marty Becker, America's veterinarian. After a traumatic experience at the veterinary office, have you ever thought to yourself, there has to be a better way? When your veterinarian is fear-free certified, you'll find your pet's vet visit is safer, more comfortable, and actually enjoyable. Your dog will go from shaking in the lobby to pulling you into the exam room with a wagging tail, and your cat will be purring inside the carrier. To find a certified fear-free veterinarian near you, go to fearfreepets.com.
Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to 9 Lives with Dr. Cat and our special guest today, Mikkel Becker. Welcome, Mikkel.
Oh, thank you so much for having me today.
Well, I'm super excited because I love to get things for my cat that make him happy. When he does his little play and things and stuff, it just makes me laugh and smile. So I'm really excited to hear about all the products that you can share with us today.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, it was so exciting this year. Every year we always go to Global Pet Expo, which is the world's largest pet industry trade show. And so it's just, I think, 17 or 18 football lengths worth of just jam-packed with new products and all kinds of new cat developments. And so I definitely was so excited this year with everything that's out. And just when you think, wow, what else can they do? There's always something new. So it's pretty amazing.
Well, so you created a list of some of your favorites, and that's what I want to hear about today. So let's just start.
Sure. Well, one that I absolutely love, and for anyone that's dealt with cats that shed or dogs that shed, or those that maybe are just a little bit finicky about being brushed, one thing that I really like is the hands-on glove. And what this is it's a really soft glove that just feels like a really comfortable glove that you would just wear outside. And as you're petting your pet, you actually are de-shedding and you're also gently combing out their hair at the same time. So it's pretty amazing. And what the animals I've used it with, it really is, for them, is more like a massage than it is brushing. So that is a big win for me.
And so that makes it easy. So grooming is just a part of your regular petting routine?
Exactly. And when you talk about fear-free and reducing the fear, anxiety, and stress that pets feel, I really like this for that reason, because so many cats and dogs have some poor experiences with being brushed in the past or groomed. And this just makes it more like a normal petting experience for them. So they don't even realize that they're being groomed at the same time.
I think that there's probably an application for that product even in my office. So I'm excited. So where can my listeners find this product?
I believe it's at handsonglove.com, and really Amazon or any of those have it, and it's very, very well rated as well. So I know that a lot of people have some great experiences with it, and it was actually really funny. I just used this on a set for filming with Maddie's Fund, some new educational videos, and we were using a bunch of different brushes to show how you can decrease stress for pets when you're brushing them. And I was using other de-shedding options, and it was really amazing because this one just really worked really, really well. All of a sudden, it was like, wow, there's just this big pile of fur right there. So I think people will be amazed at how well it works.
And it looks like it's not very expensive. Do you have an idea of the cost point?
I believe it's $29.99.
Excellent.
Well, it's also a neat one too, because if you ride horses, it's a great one for grooming your horse. And so lots of applications. And actually, we were kidding around with our family. We all went there to Global Pet Expo, and we were actually doing like shoulder massages after, because it's a long day, and yeah, it actually felt really good. So,
so you can even use it on people. Excellent. Well, are you able to wash it? Is it like easy to clean and so on?
I do know it's really, really easy to clean, and I'm not sure about the washing part, but there are different sizes. So that's one thing to look at is, just figuring out, small, medium, large, and all of that. But in my experience, it's been really easy to clean. So I haven't even really had to wash it myself yet.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to try to compile a list of the things that we talk about today and make that available on my website for listeners that really want to pursue finding these products. So bear with us at the end of the show, and we can talk about how to find them all. Well, okay. So do you have another product that you liked?
Yes. So the grand winner of our fear-free new product development category was the Cat Senses 2.0 system. And what this is it's a modular system that you can build upon, and you can also change how it's built. So cats definitely like to have things fairly predictable, but they also like to have some good, healthy variety in there. And it really helps to engage their brain and their body in new physical challenges. And what this Cat system has is it has a lot of different things that you can build upon over time, or you can really get the full start with different things that include some fresh catnip garden or a massage station and a really nice fresh flowing fountain. And so there are just some really neat things, some different play systems that you can put on there. So a lot of things that cats will really enjoy, and it's all about enrichment and feeding their brain and their body.
So this is a modular system that you can mix and match to make it more interesting for cats. That's so cool.
It's amazing. And it really does. It hits all of the cat's needs. So, the resting and the being able to be physically active. So there's a scratching area for cats as well. And there are also things like a massage station. So it's pretty amazing.
Well, I think that cats love for things to be novel, and I'd love to change things up for my cat and keep him entertained. And so that sounds like a really, really cool product. It looks like from what you shared with me that the modules are only around $20 a piece. So that's kind of exciting too.
It is. It's extremely affordable, and something that I know that cats will absolutely love. It's something I'm going to get for my parents and my little brothers. They just got new kittens, so 3 new kittens, and this is definitely something on my Christmas list for them.
That's cool. I think it's on my list for Scamper as well. Okay, what else have you got?
Well, I really like the Mouse in a Pouch, which is from Our Pets. And this is just a really fun game for cats. So it's a different take on a toy. And it essentially looks like you can take the little toy out. So it's a little toy mouse, or you can actually have it inside of this big pouch. It almost reminds me of almost like one of those parachutes you play with when you're a little kid. And on the inside is this mouse that moves erratically. It's very unpredictable. So it keeps them really excited. And so it's just something that moves around and really helps to evoke that predatory response from cats in a fun way.
You know what it reminded me of? When my cat attacks my feet underneath my bed covers.
Yes.
It reminded me of that. And I thought, yeah, Scamper will love this toy. So it is not super expensive either. It looks like it's around $30. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. And a great comparison there. That's exactly what it's like. So for those cats that definitely like to attack feet or hands under the blankets and play, this is a perfect fit.
Well, I wrote an article for I Heart Cats one time. Somebody asked me, why does my cat chase my feet under the covers. So I got to do all kinds of research about that. So this toy will be right up my cat's alley. So what else have you got?
Another one that I really like was the V-High base from Vesper Cat Furniture. And one of the reasons that I really like this is because it has some really high bases and a really high scratching post. So for most cats, the scratching posts that are out in the market are far too short. So the cat doesn't get in a really good stretch, and they also aren't sturdy enough. And so when we don't give our cats the right type of scratching posts and climbing areas that they really prefer, there can be some big problems, such as the cat preferring to use the couch, which is high enough and which is sturdy. So this is a really great way to direct our cats in the right way. And it's also extremely affordable, and they are beautiful. So some really beautiful different types of cat furniture, and I would just suggest looking for the ones with a higher base, where they have the 3-foot scratching posts or higher.
Well, that is really cool. I'm so glad that you shared that. I had Kate Benjamin on the show one time, and she is a feline design expert, and she talked about all of the things that we can add to cats' environments, but that cat owners like for things to look pretty. So this is pretty exciting because it's affordable, functional, and pretty. So that's cool. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Oh, absolutely. And I love Kate Benjamin. I was actually just on her site, and I was looking at a lot of her products that you can buy, and she had some really great ones. One that I found on there that I really like is the Perfect Tower. It's a cat tower, and it's just beautiful. It's this really, really, really neat design, and it looks like basically a cat tree, but it has different layers of carpeting, and it's just something that's really aesthetically pleasing. So I know that's something that for my brother, who's very into design, it's something I'm going to get for him. And it's a little bit pricier, so it's $315, but it is something that I think would last for a really long time, and also has some different replacement sisal pads, so for directing the cat scratching in the right direction. And it just looks like a really sleek kind of wooden structure, like something almost like something that an artist would make that you'd want to have in your house just because it looks so cool. But it's really neat because it has different bases that the cats can jump from, so they can go from low to high, and gives a lot of options, especially for a multi-cat home.
She and I were joking that everything doesn't have to be covered with tan carpet for cats anymore. And I agree. I agree. So what else have you discovered for us?
Another one that I really like is the Cozy Vent. And this is a really simple design, but very, very innovative and something. So have you ever noticed how your cat likes to go to warm places? So whether it's warmed by the sun or maybe by the heater vent, it's really a take on that. So where cats seek out warmth, what it is it's a little vent cover. So it's a little bit raised from the floor, and it has a really nice, simple fleece covering. So it's something that cats naturally like to go to. And it just uses the normal air exchange in the room. So your normal heater vent, and it just is gently warm for your cat. And also has a machine washable fleece cover. And so very simple, but something that I think cats will really enjoy.
You know, actually, that one is really kind of hits home for me because I, not so long ago, treated a cat for a laceration that he got because he hung his foot on the sharp corner of a register, and he required surgery for that. So this is really kind of a cool thing for enrichment and warmth, but maybe for safety too.
That's a really great point.
And I like the machine washable fleece because we know that cats kind of gravitate toward fleece. Okay, so keep going because I'm making my list. I'm making Scamper's wish list, so keep going.
So if you have kids or maybe just an adult and you just love to play with different gadgets, one that's really fun is a remote control mouse cat toy. So it's a Hexbug product. And it's just a really, really fun one that moves erratically, and it's just interesting. I think it's one that people will enjoy just as much as cats do.
Oh, I know about Hex. My son had some Hex things, and he was able to recharge them with the computer or something. There was some cool little thing about that.
Yes, I love those. I know that they're so popular with kids, and I think the more that you can encourage your family to be a part of your cat's care, and it's not only the physical care of cleaning the litter box and feeding them, but also the aspect of play and enrichment. And this is a really fun way to do that I think that people and kids will be just as excited about as the cat is.
And it's not expensive because I think the price point is around $20, right?
It is definitely very, very affordable.
So we've talked about play items and comfort items and furniture items. What else have you got?
one that was a huge win for us, and when we think about fear-free visits and going to the veterinarian in a low-stress way, I really like this new carrier that's the 312 Hideaway Duffel from Prefer Pets. And the reason why I really like this is it's a really great soft-sided carrier option. So it has multiple exits, so it's easy to take the cat out and also to examine them, perhaps if they prefer to be inside of their carrier space. And also has a machine washable fur liner, so it's something that's really soft and inviting for cats. And one of the things that I loved about it is with Fear-Free, one of the ways that we can reduce the fear, anxiety, and stress for cats is to have a towel over the top or a towel over 3 sides of the carrier. And this already has that built in. So it has privacy screens that you can pull down. So there's still some ventilation built into the product, but it also allows you to decrease the cat's visual sight. So whether it's in the car or when you're walking into the veterinary office, you can decrease the scary things that your cat might see.
Oh, I love that. I do multiple examinations inside a carrier every day, and sometimes I have to be a little bit acrobatic. So that sounds like a great option. What's the price point on that one?
That one is about $60. And from looking at this and comparing it to a lot of soft-sided carriers that I've used before, it's just very, very, very well designed and something that's just very quality made. So something I want to get from our own family cats.
So is it something that pet owners could use for travel besides to the vet?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it is. It's airline approved. So it's something that you can use on the airline. You can use it in the car. And something that really would be great to just even have out in your home, just as part of that frequent friendly furniture. So that furniture, as you might call it, where the cat's just accustomed to it. It's just part of their daily use and play. So it's just something that they really enjoy. So the more familiar it is, the better it is for the cat. And this is something that's really cute that I think a lot of cats will really, really like going into naturally.
Well, I encourage all of my cat-owning clients to feed their cat in the carrier and make it a happy place, because if all you ever do is stuff your cat in the carrier to come and see me, it becomes less of a happy place. So you found a little cuddle toy that I think is cool, maybe could go in the carrier. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, so I love this. It reminds me a lot of different toys that I had for my daughter Reagan when she was little, and just where it's very comforting to just have some gentle warmth. And cats really, they seek out that warmth. And what this is it's just a little microwavable buddy that the cat has, and it's really cute, and it helps to encourage the cat to be calm and to naturally go into those spaces. So you can just gently heat it in the microwave and then put it inside of the carrier or next to the cat so they can seek out that warmth and that comfort that can go with them to the veterinary visit or just for use in the home. And it's also neat too because the outside of it is also machine washable. So something that you can use for a long time.
So what's that one called?
That one is the Kitty Cuddle Pal, and it's from Pet Stages.
And how much does that run roughly?
That one is about $11.
Awesome. Don't they have one that purrs? Do you remember those little teddy bears that we had for our kids when they were first born that did heartbeats and things?
Yes, absolutely. This definitely reminds me of that, where it has a built-in purr mechanism. And I think it really helps to evoke that comforting touch for that cat that, hey, I'm not alone. I also have my buddy here with me. And so it's just a really nice, gentle purr and just very gentle vibration. And I think a lot of cats will really be comforted by this. And it's touch activated and it lasts for about 2 minutes and just encourages the cat to snuggle up and to be close.
I love it, and I love it at that price point, too, so it's definitely on our wish list. Well, in my animal hospital, Applebrook Animal Hospital, we have a lot of course, fear-free things, but we have a lot of music around, and I was kind of excited that your list included a music option. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so this is a really great affordable option. It's Pet Tunes, and it's already a preloaded music box, so it's really tiny. It looks like a little cube, and so it's very portable, and you can also interchange music. So there's a variety that you can use. And what it is it's also Bluetooth compatible and has species-specific music that's just built into it. And it has speakers within that cube. So something that you can use at home, maybe when you're leaving your cat. So cats definitely can develop separation issues as well. And this is something that can be comforting for them. Or say you're having company over. And for a lot of cats, change can be very stressful, especially if they haven't been accustomed to that early on. So this is a good way to tune out some of those maybe upsetting noises and also provide comfort through some calming species-specific music that's really set to the beat of that cat's natural resting heart rate.
So that one's called Pet Tunes, and it's by Pet Acoustics, right?
Yes, and a great price point too of $60. So you already have the speakers right there, you have your music, and so you have the whole package, and you can always get more tunes as well if you need them.
Well, great. So I encourage all of my clients that are out there listening to this. This would work really great in the car on the way to see me at my animal hospital. What else have you got, Mikkel?
The other thing, so this was kind of an ingenious little product. It's the nip stick, or the other one that they have is the Foo Stick Calm. And it sounds crazy, but these are basically like a big chapstick tube is what it looks like. And the nip stick is actually catnip oil on the inside. It has mango seed butter and a bunch of different essential oils. But what it does is it naturally draws cats to different areas. So such as the scratching posts or to resting spaces or even on your lap. And this is something that you can use during fear-free veterinary visits to draw the cat naturally to certain spaces, such as the scale or onto that warm towel that you have out. So something that's just really that we can actually even use on our hands. So it's also safe for your skin. So it's really neat. And the Foo Stick Calm has some calming properties in it. So it has some lavender and chamomile and some other essential oils that you can also use on your skin, or you can rub each of these on different things like a toy or a blanket. And it's really portable and very affordable, from $5 to $6.
Okay, that's definitely on my list because I juggle a lot of different products to kind of get all of those things in my exam room. And it sounds like this could be cheap and easy all in one place.
Exactly.
Okay, so you were talking when we were talking about the cat furniture about scratching and scratching posts and that kind of stuff. I wondered if we could introduce our listeners to the new product, the Fila Scratch product. Can you talk about that a little bit?
It's such an amazing product. So this naturally draws cats to the different scratching areas that we want them to go to. So it's pretty amazing how it works. And so just like where Feel Away has some really great properties for calming cats, what this does is it addresses one of the common issues that people face, which is the cats scratching in places maybe that we don't want them to be scratching. So this, instead, it draws the cats to the areas that we actually want them to be. And it's a new pheromone product and just helps to redirect that scratching and do it to the right area. So for those who are struggling, or maybe when you have a kitten and you're first wanting to teach them to scratch in the right place, or maybe an adult cat that has a bad habit of scratching in the other areas, it's a great way to just non-invasively direct them where we want them to go and also find ways to reward them. So that's the biggest thing, is getting cats to start scratching in the right areas and being there to reward it, and removing all punishment, because any punishment involved with scratching just increases that fear, stress, and anxiety, and is just not a good thing. So this is a great way that we can do it in a positive way.
Oh, I love that. I had another one of my Ask a Vet questions about scratching, and I did a little research. This was before this product came out, about the chemicals that cats release from around their paw pads. And so I think it's so awesome that we're using chemistry and kind of manipulating the normal features of a cat to direct them in the right way. This is so exciting to me, and the numbers look great on this product.
Yes, it's so neat, and I love that there's research backing its use. So something to definitely look into.
Okay, so I don't want to completely run out of time, but I want to make sure that you got in all of your favorite products. Is that all you got for us?
Oh my gosh, there are so many. It was really, really, really difficult to decide on what to put in here. The other one that I do really like, that I would like to mention, and I would love to hear your feedback, and if you've used this, is the Doc and Phoebe feeder. And this is, it basically looks like 8 little mice. And there are different ways you can teach your cat to use this, but it's just a system of food puzzles. So it evokes your cat's natural desire to hunt and to search out different things and to bat things around. So it makes it, the feeding experience for your cat, more natural and more like how they may naturally be eating. So versus eating out of a food bowl, it encourages your cat to move and to search out different hidden food puzzles throughout the home. And there have been different studies that have looked at cats and just how their behavior is impacted by food puzzles. And it's a lot easier and better for our cats if we can actually work on feeding them out of food puzzles. And the way that this system is designed makes it easier for those cats that maybe aren't as naturally inclined to do that and maybe are a little bit lazy. There's a great way to do it just gradually for them so that they don't feel stressed and that they feel really calm and relaxed in the process.
I love puzzle toys, and I've been talking about them for a really long time and kind of teaching clients how to sort of come up with their own DIY ones. And now that there are easy ones that you can just order, I love it. I mean, it's kind of like a revolution that I am completely behind.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. One other thing that I think is really interesting. So this product was naturally designed for dogs, but I think it's perfect for cats as well, is the Paw 5 Woolly Mat. And what it is it's a machine washable mat, and it looks like almost like long shag carpeting. And what it is it's this little mat that you can use as a food puzzle. So you can scatter dog's kibble or cat's kibble. On the inside are little pieces of treats. Or for cats, you can even do some of their little ball toys. So it encourages them to use their paws and their nose to search out these hidden goodies inside. And so for cats that maybe are a little bit less inclined to go towards more of a hard-sided food puzzle, this might be a really great option for them.
Well, I try to encourage people, and I know you do too, to try to take the natural instinct of our pets and just redirect those. And I love these ideas that are doing this in a natural way. And don't we have some of these products featured on our Fear Free Happy Homes website?
Yes, there are. And actually, we have a whole product rundown of all the top products from the Global Pet Expo, which a lot of these are included on there. So if you're Free Happy Homes, you can just search Global Pet Expo and you will find a whole list of dog and cat products that I think people will absolutely love.
So it'll all be in one place. So listeners, if you look on my website at drprim.com, I'll have a link to this, or you could go directly to fearfreehappyhomes.com, which of course that registration is free. So I encourage everybody to do that. It is an amazing site, and Mikkel has things there, and I might even have things there in the future. So definitely look for that. Mikkel, do you have anything that you want to add? I tell all my guests that you can pitch things, you can talk about anything to wrap up the show, or encourage people to contact you.
Oh gosh. Well, I think the biggest thing for cats, and as I was looking at what products are the top ones for this year, it really is all about finding ways that we can bond with our cats and really make their lives better. And I know that as cat lovers, we all love our cats and they are part of the family. And for cats, though, the way that they receive love is a little different than what it may feel like for us. And the biggest thing is finding what works for your cat. And so for a lot of cats, their normal day-to-day life, there isn't a lot of excitement and it can be a little bit boring. So the more that we can really encourage our cats to be active, and especially physically active, I know that as a veterinarian that you deal a lot with cats that maybe have some weight issues, and that's extremely common. And one of the best things about the products that are available now is there's so many that can encourage our cats to go climbing and to use that vertical space, to use their scratching posts, to have that enrichment through their meal time. So the more that we can really have those healthy challenges for our cats, the happier they're going to be. And it also offers us some really great ways to bond with them as well. So that is the biggest thing, is looking at not only the physical well-being of cats, but also the emotional well-being, and really taking that from the cat's perspective.
Oh, I love to talk about addressing the mind and the body of our cats, because they're really smart and we've underestimated them for so long. And boredom can lead to not only health issues, but also some behavior issues. So these products and having you here is so exciting to me, because this is really close to my heart and part of my passion. So I cannot thank you enough for being willing to talk with us today.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Prim. It's such a blessing to me, and you are a blessing to us and to Fear Free. You just are such an advocate and are doing so much good for the emotional lives of cats. So it's really a gift.
Well, thank you. I appreciate being appreciated, but of course it is my passion, so I'm happy to do that. And I would like to thank our listeners for taking the time out to join us today and learn about all of these items that should definitely be on your cat's wish list. And also, I want to thank our producer, Mark Winter, without whom we could do nothing on 9 Lives with Dr. Cat on Pet Life Radio. And I hope everyone has a perfect day.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.